Hey there, it's Margarita Alcantara of Alcantara Acupuncture and Healing Arts, activator for the new code of power. And I just wanted to hop on here really quickly today. I'm here on Facebook and on Instagram Live because there's something really important that I wanted to share with you that starseeds are believing. And the truth is that starseeds are believing a lie. Um, they're believing actually many lies. And I'm here to bust that bubble because it's important, and it's important for us to be stepping into our truth and our power as star seeds. And that's really important now. The reason why this kind of came into my field of vision is because recently, many of you know that I went to Machu Picchu, where I led a really powerful global activation. That was a few months ago now, but I'm still hearing about it. I'm still hearing about it from folks. I'm hearing about it from people who are dear friends of mine, who are acquaintances, and who are even family members who are just like, wow, you are so lucky to be going to Machu Picchu, as if it just kind of fell in my lap, right? When the truth is actually I worked my ass off to make that happen, right? And so there's this thing of, well, things just might happen to some people, but not to me, or, and this is something I actually hear about from starseeds quite often. And so I wanted to kind of talk into this and and also what was occurring with this whole thing with Machu Picchu too was not only was there such a big buzz around it, and a lot of people saying, wow, I really wish I could have gone, or, even I was, recently at a family reunion, and so many of them were like, wow, I was so jealous, and hey there, Umer, and I'm saying hello to folks too who are joining. And they were saying, how jealous they were. And the truth is that, we each of us can make our dreams happen. We can really make them happen. Like, that's just the truth. And starseeds especially, we have such a potential and a power to create the reality that we need and that we want and that we require in order to fulfill our missions on this planet. Because we as starseeds have really big missions. Like, I mean, it's not like, oh, well, do a healing here or a healing there. It's like, no, like starseeds have like a much bigger mission even than that, and it's really, really big. So anyway, I was recently on the phone with somebody, because I do hop on calls, and one of them had said, I really want to be doing what you're doing, traveling the world and doing all these amazing things, right? But the funny, interesting thing was that there was no desire for her to actually do any action towards making that happen in her life, right? Like, she wasn't willing to be uncomfortable. She wasn't willing to do anything to stretch out of her comfort zone. She wasn't willing to do anything that felt intense, or, that kind of thing. And so then that, that tells me something, because it tells me that there are a lot of starseeds out there who desire to do really big things and who know that they're meant for really big things, but they are not willing to step up into what that means, in the totality when it comes really down to it. So so I really wanted to share the top 5 starseed myths that many starseeds are believing, because it's not just one, and it's not just a few. There's actually even more than these 5 top starseed myths, unfortunately, but these are the top ones, okay? And so, and the reason why I also wanted to share this with you is because it's not only, starseeds, I mean, all of humanity has been encoded with various types of DNA. And there are a lot of light codes, that helps us access our divinity. But there are also those who were not of light and who were of negative, forces, who knew of our potential in humanity, who knew of how powerful we are. And especially as starseeds, who come in from other star systems in order to purposely incarnate on this planet and do some really big work, which is basically to help awaken humanity into the next level of consciousness, right? It's no small feat, right? And so what a better way to, not make that happen than to program us also with these codes of fearing our power, with these codes of, being afraid to love and being able to live fully, being afraid to be in our truth, to keep us asleep, to be afraid to embody our truth, to be afraid to be visible. Like, these are all programs, and so I am just speaking into that directly because it's true. This is all happening. I do a lot of work on the down low. I don't even post all of what I do in terms of my work as the new code of power on social media, because it's just always happening. There's always something that I get to do, and I'm so grateful that I get to do that. But here are the top 5 starseed myths that many starseeds are believing. So number 1, good things happen to other people. And yes, I'm reading from something because I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the points correctly, right? Good things happen to other people is the belief. If it's not meant to be, it won't happen. So this is something that I hear a lot, right, from starseeds is, well, if it's not meant to be, then it won't happen. And so I'll just let the cards fall as they may, right? And the truth is that everyone has the potential to receive all types of abundance and to access universal truth. But you need to take ownership of your life purpose in order to do it. So in other words, it doesn't just come to you out of the clear blue, right? The truth is that your power is already in you. Your power, your purpose, your mission, your love, your joy, your everything, your truth is already in you, and it's highly vibrating, and it's literally dormant and hanging out there waiting for you to activate it and open up into it fully and to awaken it on the DNA level, right? We all have this access, and as starseeds, we especially have, this as well as the understanding and truth of our mission. And so it's not so much of, if it's not meant to be, it won't happen. You actually have to go out and claim it, right? You actually have to go out and take ownership of who you are and your truth. So that was number 1. That's one of the first top 5 starseed myths. Good things happen to other people. If it's not meant to be, it won't happen. Number 2, the second of the top 5 starseed myths. It is enough for me to know that I'm a starseed. And that, end of story, right? That's false. That's false, because some people say, oh, I'm a starseed, I'm Syrian, Andromedan, blah, 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 and they can, and then some of you are already aware of your star lineages, which is amazing, right? But then they stop there. And then they say, okay, that's good enough for me, right? Like, I'm done. So the truth is that alone is not enough. To be truly in your starseed power means to claim, harness, activate, and serve your power on the earthly and multiverse planes. And so, it's not enough to just say that you are a starseed and then that's the end of the story. It's you are here to provide and share some really powerful gifts with the world, and no one will be able to know what those gifts are if you're just kind of in your own little bubble saying, okay, I'm a starseed and now I'm set. It's like, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to make it happen? How are you going to share your gifts with the world? How are you going to claim ownership of who you really are in the world and help this planet elevate in its awakening? So that's number 2. Number 3, the third myth, I need to research more, I need better timing, I need a better job, I need to be more healed, I need to be perfect in order to figure out my starseed purpose. All false, right? And I actually heard this today. From one of the starseeds. I heard her say, I'm just going to balance my chakras, and there's nothing wrong with balancing your chakras. I wrote a book on chakra healing and chakra balancing. So I mean, there's great value in balancing and healing your chakras. But what I'm talking about is when starseeds just stay in that, I need to heal, I need to figure things out, I need more research, I need for there to be better timing, I need to wait until I make more money, I need to be perfect, I need to lose more weight, or, whatever. Like, we make all kinds of shit up, to be honest, and none of this is real. And so the truth of this third point is that none of this is needed. None of these are required for you to step up fully into your power and in order for you to figure out your starseed purpose. What is required is your willingness to break your own patterns that are holding you back from full embodiment. And like I said earlier, in this broadcast, is that the truth is you already have your mission and your purpose, your truth, your love, your power, your like abundance. Everything you desire is already in you. It's already there, right? And there's this belief that, oh no, I have to be more perfect. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to put this into place and all this stuff in order for you to really be empowered and in the fullness of your light. All bullshit. Just calling it out right now. All bullshit. So the truth is, you don't need to wait. You don't need to wait. It's just a matter of taking ownership and, just saying, okay, it's mine, it's there, it's, I just need to claim it. Because that's really all it is. You don't need to be more healed. You don't need to be more perfect. You don't need to make better decisions. You don't need to, like lose 10 pounds or, whatever your thing is, right? Because it's all in you. It's all in you. And I see that folks are joining, and I'm loving this, and I'm gonna say hi to all of you folks in a moment, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And so number 4, the top 5 starseed myths. Okay, so number 4 is, I'm a starseed. All I need to do is open up to the universe, and everything is going to magically unfold for me. Okay, now this is kind of segueing into a lot of healer talk. And again, nothing against healers. I'm one myself. But, the whole love and light community, they're all about, if it feels right, then I'll do it. If the universe, plops a piano in front of my walkway when I'm walking, then it'll be a sign that I'm meant to be doing this, right? And this, again, is a myth, right? The truth is, that is only part of the equation. The other part requires you to take huge, decisive action towards all that you desire. So it's not only that you need to open up into your truth and who you are as a starseed, because there are many people who do that, right? Like, there are many people who are born starseeds, and then they're just like, okay, I'm going to start opening up into what that means. And, maybe that means that they do certain healing work on the planet. Maybe it means focusing on opening up photonic light energy and healing for others. Maybe it means other kinds of work. There's all kinds of powerful things that starseeds do, and so if you start opening up into it, that's amazing. That's wonderful. That's only one part of the equation. The other aspect is, the whole thing of just opening up into the universe and then everything will just fall into place. No, you actually have to claim. And again, I'm going to bring that word in. You need to claim your power. You need to say, okay, this is, like, I know that this is my purpose, or if you don't know what your purpose is, that's okay, because the truth is you do, and you're just too scared to look in, right? So then what I would say to that is, to allow yourself to have the courage enough to look inside and entertain the fact that, yes, you are as powerful as you think you are. And yes, your essence and joy and power is required in the world to help elevate the frequency of humanity, because nothing happens. And to be honest, nothing happens if you are staying in your room and saying, I'm a starseed. Nothing happens. You are not sharing anything in the world. You are not helping humanity. You are, you might, like, if you're going to the grocery and being kind to a certain individual, that's very kind, and that's really loving, right? But in terms of the bigger impact you're meant to make, it doesn't happen with just love and light. It happens with love, light, and powerful concerted action. So that's number 4. The 5th of the top 5 starseed myths is, I can ascend into my starseed power by myself. And I hear this also from a lot of starseeds, especially women. A lot of them will just be like, I don't need help. I'm good. And you know what, to be honest, I was that person. I was that person back when I was a punk rocker many years ago. I'm like, I don't need anybody. I'm all set. I don't need help. God wouldn't put me on this earth if I wasn't powerful enough to handle my stuff, right? And the truth is that on one level, that's true. Right? You can do this on your own. But the other aspect is, do you really want to? Do you really want to take like 10 years to figure out something? Or do you want to actually be in community, which is what a all starseeds and all of humanity, to be honest, we're all moving towards community. We're all moving towards unification and unity. And that is the truth, because, you know, all of these people who are like, you know, these people are wrong, we're better than these people, or even I see this in starseed communities, like, oh, these star beings are better than these star beings, or these star beings are still needing to evolve, or, you know, they have a lot of judgments. And the truth is that's all BS. That's all not important. What is important is the unification. Distill all of this into the truth of what humanity is here to provide and to elevate into, and what starseeds are here to show up into. And it's not to suffer. It is not to be in pain. It is not to pretend that we can do this all on our own, right? Because that's something that I see a lot of starseeds do, is that we're like, we can do this, I can do this by myself, I don't need help. And again, you know, you do have the capacity to access your power, right? But you can't do it alone. Being the lone wolf will not serve you if you truly want to go higher. Allow yourself to receive support for full activation. And so that's really, really important to, you know, insert here, is because the truth is that, you know, each and every one of us, we are so powerful, right? But saying that I don't need anyone, I'm fine on my own, I can do this by myself. On one hand, sure, you can do it by yourself. And, you know, and maybe in 10 years, we'll see where you're at, right? Or you can allow yourself to receive support. You can allow yourself to be in community, to receive love, to receive kindness, to receive flow, to receive joy and love and health and power and light in community, so that you can more quickly get activated into the truth of who you are, right? Because that is where humanity is leading. That is how starseeds are actually supposed to be showing up, is to show up in unification with each other, in unification with humanity, in unification with the world. This is a collective effort, everybody. So that's why these are the top 5 starseed myths. And so I'm just going to run them down once again, just to kind of recap. So the top 5 starseed myths that many starseeds are believing, and like I said, this is only, you know, 5 of them. There's actually more, but these are the top 5 that I see commonly. And actually, I've seen like at least 2 of these today already happening. So number 1, good things happen to other people. If it's not meant to be, it won't happen. The truth to that is that everyone has the potential to receive all types of abundance and to access universal truth, but you need to take ownership of your life purpose in order to do it. That's just the truth. Number 2, it is enough for me to know that I am a starseed. And then that's the end of that. The truth is that alone is not enough. To be truly in your starseed power means to claim, harness, activate, and serve your power on the earthly and multiverse planes. And I say all that because I know that's a mouthful, because a lot of starseeds are like, you know, well, I'll just be up in the cosmos and, you know, communicating with my star family, and that's fine. You know, I mean, that's something that we can all easily do, but that means nothing if you're not anchored into Gaia, if you're not anchored into the planet, if you're not anchored into Earth, if you're not grounded, because you do need to be balanced on both levels, you know, to be in the fullness of your power as a starseed. You know, it's not only enough to be up in the stars and, you know, feeling that, and it's not enough to just be grounded and being in the physical plane, because sometimes that can also be a problem, right? Because for some starseeds who are too much on this physical plane, they're not actually trusting their third eye, they're not trusting their intuition, they're not trusting their information that they're getting, and so then they're too grounded. You know, they're not allowing themselves to be tapped into the higher frequencies of their truth and their intuition. And both of them need to be alive and well and working together in order to be fully balanced. So number 3, and this was one I heard earlier today, I need more research, I need better timing, I need better job, I need more money, I need to be more healed, I need to be perfect in order for me to figure out my starseed purpose. That's false. You don't need any of that. The truth is that none of that is needed. What is required is your willingness to break your own patterns that are holding you back from full embodiment. And the truth is that one thing that actually is happening when we are holding on to, I need to heal more, I need to, balance my chakras, I need to be more healed, I need to, lose 10 pounds, or, whatever our thing is that there's an attachment there. There's an attachment to your pain. And whether you want to believe it or not, I'm just going to burst that bubble. Today is all about bursting bubbles. And that's actually what's happening, is that some of us, many of us, are still in pain with whatever our pain is about, right? Because we are attached to our pain. We don't want to let go of it. And if you want to be a starseed who is truly in your power, you need to be willing to let go of your attachment to your pain. And so I'm not saying to not balance your chakras or to not do whatever healing work within that you desire to do, or to lose those 10 pounds if that's what you desire to do, but don't make that an excuse to not be in your power, okay? Because the truth is you don't need any of that. Number 4, I am a starseed. All I need to do is open up to the universe and everything is going to magically unfold before me. So much BS there. The truth about that is that is only part of the equation. The other part requires you to take huge, decisive action towards all that you desire. And so, like I said before, I not only hear this in the Starseed community, but I hear this in the love and light community, in those healer circles where everyone's like, if it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to do it. Or, if I'm feeling pushed, or I'm feeling like I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it. Girl, honey, here's the truth. Growing is not comfortable. Being in your starseed power is not comfortable. It requires you to be doing really uncomfortable things, to be out of your comfort zone. And so this is part of it. Number 5, I can ascend into my power by myself. The truth is, you have the capacity to access your power, but you can't do it alone. Being the lone wolf will not serve you if you truly want to go higher. Allow yourself to receive support for full activation. So there you have it, the top 5 starseed myths. And in the meantime, I'm welcoming everyone who has been stopping by here. Roxana, Carrie Ann, hi there, Umer. Roxana says, I love your honesty. I'm at work, but totally am taking notes. So glad I caught you live. I'm glad you caught me live as well. And it's okay also if you're not, if you're checking this on replay, because the truth is that this is going to be available for replay, and I invite you to rewind if you need to. And Carrie is here, Jasmine, Laura, and a lot of other folks. Haley's here on Instagram as well. I'm welcoming you all. So grateful that you're here, and nice work. Hi there, Carrie. And nice work on standing up for yourself, because that's actually what you're doing when you're checking in live. Because anyone who knows me and who has been checking my lives knows that I go straight in, and I go straight into the fear. I go straight into the pain. I go straight into the truth, because that is the only way we, as love and light, starseed, empath, light workers, are going to elevate, is to understand the truth that we possess and access that, because that is required for all of us, especially for starseeds. That is a requirement to really step up into our truth and into our light. And so I hope this was of service to you today. This is very important for all starseeds, and to be honest, everyone, but especially starseeds, because this is something I've been seeing often. And like I said, number 3, the whole thing of I need to be more healed, I need to be more perfect, I need to do more research, I need better timing, I need to, get a better job first, and then I can, elevate into the purpose of my truth. It's like none of that is true. Lots of BS going on in the world. So anyway, Roxana says, love the transparency. Well, there you have it. There you have it. And I hope it's resonating for you. I hope it's of service to you. I'm grateful that you're here. And like I said, you took a stand by coming here because you know what I'm about. You know that I'm going to speak into certain things. And that takes courage to show up for yourself. So you're welcome, Crick Love. And I just really hope it was of service to you, because it's so, so important for you to be in your power right now, everyone. The world needs you. Gaia needs you. Humanity needs you in your power, needs you embodied in your truth and your light. And so I welcome you to, allow yourself to open up, like even just a little bit of a tiny window, just for enough for your courage to just pass through and just open up for you, right? Because that's all you need. You just need a little courage. You don't need to be like Wonder Woman. You don't need to be like some superhero, although I do believe that there are many, many starseeds who are who can access that superhero within themselves, right? Because we actually have that capacity. I mean, we've got telepathy, we've got telekinesis, we've got, like, all of that is real, okay? So, but you will not be able to access any of that if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have the courage to step forward. And so I invite you to step forward in courage to yourself and to your power, because you are needed. The world needs you in the fullness of who you are. Okay? So if any of this resonated for you, feel free to drop me a comment below. If you'd like to hop on the phone because you would like to step up into that next level of your starseed power for yourself, I can totally help you do that. So, feel free to, send me a private message, and we'll figure out a time to talk. But I just really hope that today was of service to you, because I just needed to bust this bubble, because like I need to speak some truth to power on this. And so I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and that it is filled with lots of powerful decisions that you get to make, and that you get to be grateful for, that you get to live on this earth at this time and make the impact that you're meant to make. Okay? Much love, light, and power to you all. Have a great day.